next one I do have, still I think making the low population list, a Batman 423 in a CGC 9.8. Classic Todd McFarlane cover. One you absolutely want as a Todd McFarlane fan, and it's like looking better and better on the census. I was really surprised. I hadn't kind of looked this one up on the census in a really long time. There's 189 9.8s in the blue label, so 1 of 189. But this 9.8 ratio is really ticking down. 10.6% of all graded copies are 9.8. I'm pretty sure when I got into things like 3-4 years ago and I was buying my Batman 423s, that was about 15%. So more of these are getting graded, and not a lot of them are getting 9.8. So, you know, the 9.8 ratio is ticking lower, and you really like to see that. And, you know, Batman comics, they don't get into the single-digit 9.8 ratios very often. So this one is almost a single-digiter. It's pretty much now one of the, if not the toughest 9.8 to get out of Batman comics. You know, knowing that they don't get into the single digits hardly ever. I'm not really aware of a 1980s Batman 9.8 that has a single digit 9.8 ratio. This one almost does though, 10.6%. One of the tougher Batman comics to get a 9.8 in. So recent sales, one sold for $2,500. This one is just pretty much on fire lately. I think, you know, you want to aim a little bit lower than 2,500. There was one that had sold even more than that. It was like 2,850 or something like that. I think you could still aim probably a little bit closer to 2,000 over time. Maybe this one cools down a little bit. The Batman movies, though, that's another thing I wanted to mention, like the Batman movies coming out. You know, I think the Batman movie, you want to, you know, maybe shy away from like the Long Halloween, Batman the Long Halloween, #1 in a 9.8. I think that one's hot because of the movie. And then a Batman 404, that's kind of like a young, early Batman, kind of like how Robert Pattinson is. So I see that one kind of heating up into the movie. But a lot of the other Batman keys, I don't think, you know, they're heating up too much. And these low population ones, you know, if it pops up on an auction or something like that, you could probably still get them at a really solid fair value, as long as they're not like directly related to the Batman movie, I think. If you're liking my content, please subscribe and hit that bell, and I'll keep you updated on future videos.